The stream should be rolling. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to get this on Discord as well. Okay. Well, welcome to the stream. This is NECC Leagues for Overwatch 2, and this is varsity team. So we've got Team UNO versus Team Marywood University from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Let me go ahead and share this stream. I'm also live in the Overwatch VC2 in the UNO Esports channel if you want to come and listen to the commentating. Looks like they're finally getting some of their players in. Let's see if they have public profiles. Okay, it's GM. Plat. So it looks like they have been kind of evening out the ranks here. GM and Diamond. Got a couple spectators here. Looks like the first game might be Busan. UNO actually won their 7:30 game tonight. The first game was also Busan. They did an amazing job. They went 2-1. They won the first two games, and the third map was Esperança, where they lost to the enemy team. So hopefully, if there is a push map, UNO will be able to come back for the victory this time. Yo, how's it
Alright.
going?
I mean, like, I kind of already told, like, Drizzle, like, a half an hour ago, but yeah. You're just now hearing it from me. But
Okay.
yeah, I just... Usually, it's not that I'm, like, nervous.
Okay, it looks like their game is starting. I am.
Okay.
Are you? Wait, are you? Hold on. Let's.
Overwatch
You
2.
are
Okay.
apparently global spectator, which
Oh,
I did
what?
not know that they would
Oh,
grant.
so that's why the camera's not doing what it should be doing.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
once they pick their heroes, we'll kind of get to see which ones that they're doing.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like
Uh,
UNO is going to be
is it week?
running Orisa.
Is it week 4?
Of NECC, I think this is week
Yeah.
3.
Week 3. Okay.
Yeah, we had the first week of school were tryouts, and now we're officially in the leagues. I think this is week 3. Um,
Yeah.
it might be
Sounds about
week
right.
2 for NECC. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
I think it is week 3 though.
Okay. We'll just guess week 3. Confirming goal.
Yep. So it looks like they're going to be doing the Sim Sombra with the Lucio Kiriko, kind of
Okay, how do I
teleporting to port and
change the
taking
camera?
control. You should be able to use the camera completely. I'm stuck on individual players. Although you can press F1 to spectate individual people. Mav gets caught out. Looks like UNO's a bit staggered here. King Ham teleports on the point, almost gets the Kiriko. Lucio gets a nice boop on the Genji. And now Cobra is going to point with his team. Although the Reaper is kind of gatekeeping their Orisa from really doing anything. Cobra gets a nice kill. He gets a double kill. King teleports out to avoid all of that damage from the Kiriko ult. Looks like Genji's low. And they clean that up. That was a good play by UNO. Their Reaper is almost staggering on the point, but fades away out of harm. It looks like Marywood is 40%, with UNO just now getting some percentage on point. They really need to win these next couple fights in order to gain good traction with their ults. UNO's ult economy is really, really good right now, too. Good ult combo, but they did use 3. But that is a team fight win for UNO. We'll see what ults come up for Marywood University. I'm going to spectate the Sombra for a little bit, just kind of see what Mav's going to be doing. He likes going on these flanks. UNO has 2 support ultimates. That counters Genji ult. Marywood Reaper fell off the map. Mav gets a kill on their Baptiste, but they are down their other DPS. Enemy Reaper swaps to Soldier. Let's see. Cobra gets killed on the Genji. This team fight is looking like it's in UNO's favor right now. This is looking good for UNO as Mav gets an early pick on the Soldier. Right now they're just stalling for time. Patty uses his ult. Can't get anything from the Kiriko Suzu. And Lamp does come out from the enemy Baptiste. So now the enemy supports don't really have a lot of utility to work with right now. As King Ham Cake uses his wall. YX uses their ult, and it looks like this might be in the bag for UNO. As UNO gets the first point.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
It was definitely a little sketchy in the beginning when they lost that first fight, but they brought it around and played really well as a team.
The tank as well.
Yep, Cobra's doing a good job making space and keeping the enemy away from his back line, as the rest of his team kind of deals with that Junker Queen, which is proving to be a good strategy so far. So let's see if they can keep this up in the second round.
Oh, for sure.
Teleporting to point. Will Red Team do the same? Red Team will not teleport point. Oh, they do.
Capping the point.
Catches UNO off guard. YX still has both of his abilities to use. And Kingham gets an early pick. They really need to get rid of that other Symmetra. Looks like Marywood University will be taking this first fight.
And now dominated by Marywood University.
Yeah, I don't think they were ready for Marywood to teleport on point and actually commit to it, as YX kind of got split from the team and couldn't really heal them very much. They're just kind of looking for an early pick again. M-Tracker gets the enemy tank.
Making some progress, clearing out.
It looks like this is going to be a team fight win for UNO.
Pushing off some of the over the edge.
Yeah, this is a good use of his utility. Orisa's very, very strong. Orisa has a lot of CC, and Patty's definitely using that completely to his advantage. If the enemy team does decide to teleport on point, YX has his Kiriko ult. But they break the teleporter early. Although Dave gets 2 really good kills and secures that point for his team, with UNO having to back out again. Gobes is going to try to make some space for his team and get onto point. As they're getting close to last fight territory, they're going to try to LOS that BAP ult, but Marywood does claim 2 of UNO's players.
Looking like they're pushing out the capture area.
Yep, they're pushing up all the way to their spawn. It looks like Marywood is going to take this. All you can do at this point is just stall.
For attempt to go for delay the capping, but
yeah, doesn't quite work out. They were way too staggered, and Mav was not going to be able to teleport there in time.
They played pretty well at the start for sure. Cleared out the enemy team, but they just kind of fell apart afterwards.
Yep.
Could have been just the better reads. I don't know.
Yep, they've got to predict the enemy a bit and kind of move according to what they're doing. Because sometimes they get spread out and they can't really do anything and they're not grouped up enough. And so it's just the enemy team gets 1 or 2 easy kills and then they fall apart. So we'll see what happens this round.
Yeah.
Kingham Cake on the Bastion. Making the enemy team LOS him. Enemy Baptiste gets low and uses his lamp.
Here. Tanking a lot of damage.
Although the Reaper claims their Sombra, and now it is a 4v5 with Marywood University taking the point.
I'm still trying to maybe like pick off one. Looks like it won't happen though. Looks like their formation was like too strong.
I think UNO will probably have to mirror their team comp and just play better. It looks like they're going to stick with the Zarya Bastion, and Mav is going to switch to Mei. We'll see how this goes.
All good isolation of the tank, good isolation, but looks like they worked around.
Yeah, that Orisa is just very, very strong with those Baptiste and Kiriko heals.
But looks like they cleaned up the back end. They cleaned up the healers and then going after the tank. That was probably a smart move there.
Yep. If they do that every time, then they can win every team fight. You just have to get after those supports. Because once the Orisa doesn't have healing, then they're not going to be able to do much. But if all you do is shoot the Orisa all game, then it's just kind of going to be a stalemate until the enemy team eventually gets an entry pick. So you really, really have to be playing to kill those enemy supports. It's a good kill by Cobra with King Ham, getting rid of that immortality field. It's a good ult combo. That was a good mate ult from Mav, as they have both support ults going into this next fight. It's coming up on near even percentage, 48 to 54%.
Oh, another isolating the tank again. Oh, looks like so.
Ult after ult.
Not enough.
Marywood University does fall. Good stagger on the tank. Patty's going to try to push up to get that last player, and he does. Those are really good staggers with Patty at full charge. Cobra, I should say.
Warywood now stuck in spawn. That is not a good sign for Warywood.
They're just going to LOS that BAP ultimate and get back to point where they can hopefully use their support ultimates. Their Reaper's probably going to have his ultimate coming up. He's going to look for a flank. Good ultimate from M-Trekker. Everyone from Uno lives and they use that Kiriko ult just to get that extra damage in. Reaper goes down.
To push through, but looks like trying to stall.
Cobra is on point. 1v2ing the supports right now.
Take out the tank. Looks like they're now just trying to clean it up. I don't know if that.
The point flipped. They're going to try to stall. The Reaper might not be able to touch, but their ball does. Ball quickly goes down to King Ham.
Trying to slow down, just trying to get someone in the capture area. They're just getting cleaned up left and right. One left on the point. Uno wins. Let's go.
That was a very good first match. That was very close. The second round, they didn't really know what they were doing. It didn't look like they had a very solid game plan, and they kind of got caught off guard. But this time, they really brought it back.
Yeah, definitely that second game was a little bit scary, and especially at the beginning of that third game, they were not doing well. They just got cleaned up.
Yep.
And then it's mostly that they changed their tactic about targeting. Like, I think it was just they changed to attack the supports instead of just the tank.
Definitely. Yeah, their target priority that third round was much better. It was much better. They came back after that 40% and held it. Marywood flipped it once close towards the end. When UNO stepped off point, but they were able to LOS, I think, 2 or 3 of the Marywood ultimates. And with that ult economy, it was not in their favor, and UNO came back to point and won. So their strategy definitely got better that third round, and that's good to see. Let's see what Marywood does for the second game. I'm interested to see if they make a 1-1 comeback, force it into a third game to decide who's going to win.
Yeah, Wayward definitely has the potential. They definitely do have the potential to come back. But
Yep. Marywood is playing really well. But we will hopefully see a very, very close game. It felt like the first match was the closest we got to a 99 99. The second, they kind of got steamrolled. And the third they definitely played a lot better. But hopefully we'll see some really close games. Because Marywood is definitely some strong competition for UNO right now. Looks like they're banning Dorado. They're going to be playing Circuit Royale. Let's see. Will UNO be attacking or defending? They might be attacking. I know UNO likes attacking first.
Yeah, we do.
Cobra's been doing really, really well on the Zarya today, but it looks like he's switching to Sigma for their first defense. Kingham's going to be playing Sojourn. Mav's going to be on Ashe with an Illari Life Weaver support combination, which I haven't really seen a lot of so far. M-Tracker is a Grandmaster support, so I'm kind of excited to see what he does with this Illari pick. Pylon placement is really important for Illari.
Oh. Can I pause it? Did someone pause it? Or... Okay.
Yep, they pause it. They wanted Cell to be on team spectating.
Okay.
He's going to be putting this pylon up very high. Looks like Marywood might be trying to play some dive here. That knocked them off of high ground, but it doesn't look like David's really making much progress here, trying to set up a kill for his Genji. They do have an on point. Can they clean up on that? M-Tracker and YX are doing a really good job keeping their team alive. Keeping Cobra up as long as possible to stall and delay that ball from making any progress. He's doing a really good job making space for his team. Sigma's very strong right now. I'm surprised I don't see a lot more people playing him. He can counter a lot of different tanks. M-Tracker cleans up and gets a kill on the Genji with Cobra falling up on the Ana. It looks like UNO is doing well right now.
Yeah, they're really doing well holding that point.
Oh.
Ooh.
Might be a disconnection issue.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Oh, internet on campus might have gone out.
Oh, that is not... Oof.
So the only player left standing is playing from home.
That is a big oof. Big oof. Yeah, hopefully they'll come back.
Okay, it looks like there's still a chance that Marywood will be able to continue competing as long as their Wi-Fi comes back on. Man, that is really unfortunate.
It's very
Kingham
unfortunate.
looks like he's
I
gonna
mean,
go watch Family Guy.
They're... Oh. Okay, okay. For real, for real. Oh my... In California? That just like...
I saw their players standing still, and I thought this was like an Overwatch server thing. And I'm not gonna beat around the bush. The Overwatch servers have been terrible the past couple months, but it looks like it was just the people playing at the school. I mean, I guess this is a good time to take a break and get some food or water or whatever.
Sure. Right, Sigma's like really strong right now. I was looking at like the different tanks and like the comparisons of each tank, and Sigma's like top 2.
Yeah, he has a lot of utility. He can just do a lot. It's kind of like D.Va, where D.Va can fly and use her D.Va Matrix, and that alone is so much utility. But Sigma has a stun, a shield, basically what a D.Va Matrix is, and he has a very strong primary fire.
That one's pretty strong too.
Looks like we won't need to be on a very long break here. I'm interested to see what strategies Marywood is going to use here because they are very far behind. I'm not sure if they're going to reset it though, because loading back into the game like this resets your ultimate status. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. They might just
reset it for both teams or just one team.
Well, when you come back, it's like leaving the game and coming back. You have no ultimate percentage now, so they might have to restart the entire game. Oh, their players left again. Might take them a couple minutes. There's nothing they can really do about school Wi-Fi going out. It just is a waiting game.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that this Illari Lifeweaver strat is working so well. But I think because they're diving, you can just pull people away from the dive and the pylon can automatically heal them. And I think that alone is just really strong. Especially with Cobra being able to stay on the front line, use his shield, and use his rock to stun anybody that comes by. I think if the enemy team was going Brawl, Illari Lifeweaver would not work as well. Okay, it's coming back. Mainnet says that there's people getting back into their Discord. So this should take a couple minutes. hopefully Marywood will be able to get back. Looks like they have everybody. I think I would hope that they would just restart the match, just because it looks like they're going anyways. I personally don't really think that's fair because of the ult percentages, but if they're willing to put up with it and just continue, then I think that's fine.
Well, it'll definitely be an uphill battle for Wayward University. Oh. Looks like they're trying to sneak under him, trying to...
Oh, big... Wait, may not reflect
looks like they're
that.
making some good work. Wayward University really taking out the support.
Cobra missed his ultimate on the Bleeding Genji. They're going to be able to stall here with Cobra on cart and the Bob from Mav. But they are missing a good portion of their team. Huge dynamite like, from Mav. They're able to come back with M-Trekker's ult and continue to stall point. Cobra's pushing up, making space, trying to push the enemy team back. Looks like Marywood might be getting a little bit desperate here.
Wrecking ball coming through again.
Him gets pulled out by his Lifeweaver. Gets antied.
Like they'll just be able to push UNO off the cart there.
Mav was too late to get back, and it looks like Marywood is going to be taking this point. And that is 2.5 minutes on the clock for Marywood. So this is still very much a winnable situation for them. Kingham uses his ult. Let's see if he can get a kill with it. Looks like UNO does fall, and they are going to be pushing that payload. This is last fight for second point. If UNO don't get this win on this fight right here, then Marywood might be able to take it all the way to third.
Just in case. This ends now.
Patty just barely gets there in time. But Marywood pushes
Tank
2 seconds.
Sniped out.
Let me try that again.
Looks like they're going to be going into the third.
Yeah, UNO's really struggling to follow up on these kills and stop that ball from making space, but we'll see if they can come back from this with the Orisa pick. They do have EMP. UNO completely misses the opportunity to kill the enemy ball.
This not looking good. It is looks like UNO's not putting enough of a fight here. They're sniping out the support and slowing down the. Looks like they're turning around now, though. It's like
Yep, they got a couple good
finally
kills.
got the ability to push.
With that Discord orb, it's going to be really, really hard for UNO to continue to make space against their assault. Cobra's going to keep pressuring the front line. Kingham gets 2 huge kills, including on the ulting soldier. Sweetlay wanted to do a little flank there and catch him off guard, but used his ult and died. So it's really unfortunate for Marywood. As YX switches to Kiriko, just for that extra healing. But Kingham goes down, and it looks like it's up to those 4 to keep it going. But Cobra dies. Ana catches him off guard.
It comes down to this. Looks like they have swamped the 3rd point.
And they capture 3rd point with no time remaining, but that is still 3 points. They were doing really well at the start.
Score 0.
I think that Ana Zen combination is really strong with that anti-nade and the Discord orb for Dave. Red team is really following up well on those kills as their DPS pull through. So now it's going to be UNO on attack. Let's see what they can do here. Main Nut is playing a really, really good game. 22-3.
I thought my time in the field was done. But I guess you can't predict everything.
We're here to be heard. Pump up the bass. Time to roll out.
Hiya, 안녕. Well, 안녕. Look at this team. We're gonna do
I
great.
will not leave a broken world behind.
So it looks like YX is going to be playing Ana this round. That's going to be good to support that Diva. Being able to heal from pretty much any distance.
One.
So it looks like they are going to be mirroring those supports that Marywood played on their attack,
And this will go
but with a Diva instead of a ball.
Come here to get healed.
But they're so focused on the ball that they're not able to heal Cobra at all.
I see you.
They are really trying to snipe out that wrecking ball.
Oh, Kingham gets a really good pick on the enemy Ana. And both supports are down. Now, if they just push cart, they should be able to get to this first point rather quickly.
I won. Enemy here.
Trekker is a very good Zenyatta player. So hopefully mirroring the supports on that attack will do just as well as Marywood was. We'll see what kind of strategies they come up with. Yep, that Discord orb plus the hack on the ball really just shreds through that. Trekker does go down though.
They're trying to go for a dive here, possibly, but
It's just Cobra though. As their ball comes back, they are gonna keep.
it's like
them in
they
front.
were able to do enough damage to clear out UNO.
Cobra gets back into his mech as they have two ultimates coming up here in a second with 2 more ultimates in the next minute or two. That soldier is very, very strong.
Being pushed quite a ways back.
Yep. They do have a lot of ultimates coming up.
Breaking them down.
Looks like we got some character changes.
Dodge this. Nice work, team. Keep it this end.
Clear out the sniper.
Oh, Dave gets Kingham into the mine. They trade 1 support for 1 DPS.
No vaya a ser que lo necesite.
Diva trying to make a kill on. Looks like makes the kill on.
Enemy here.
And they do get to first point. They've got about 3 minutes here. Yep, 3 minutes, 10 seconds. They have plenty of time to push.
Over there.
Hack complete. Feeling better.
My ultimate is done.
Area denial.
A wrecking ball trying to clear out the back end here.
Yep.
Looks like it won't work out. UNO being able to ground it.
UNO gets those kills to hopefully push Cart to second point.
Over there.
With a good stagger on Dave,
Not the wrecking ball.
not going to be able to get to point for a couple seconds here as he's respawning. They do have 1 fight remaining for second point. If Marywood can get to the point, Cobra gets his mech just in time. They get Dave, and that might be second point for UNO.
We're trying to push hard to clear. Like they have themselves composed.
Oh, Dave did not touch point in time. He almost got it. Mav is able to capitalize on Marywood scurrying to that point to try to stall.
My ultimate is
Sombra and Zen is going to be very, very strong here against Dave. Hopefully this will go into a second attack and defense round. If UNO can get to that third point with time remaining. Dave uses his mines on point. Cobra up on high ground trying to stall. Does not get D-Max. Kingham takes out Dave. Cobra with a good follow through on the Genji. Cobra gets D-Magged, but uses his ult to remag for that last fight. Mav and Cobra get their enemy Zen.
We're changing to Diva.
They have to turn their backs to fight Cobra up on high ground, or deal with the people that are on cart. Great EMP from Mav, good follow through from Cobra. The soldier gets nanoed last second. Will it be enough kills to get to that third point though?
They clear out the Diva.
The enemy Zen does use his ultimate to stall, and I think that might be it for Marywood. UNO does not have the pressure on the front line yet. But now, red team does not have that crucial support ultimate. They don't have either support ultimates.
Payload stalled. Get on it.
They have 46 seconds left. Cobra is getting staggered.
Marywood maybe being able to hold the last point.
Yep. They might be able to hold this completely.
30 seconds remaining.
My ultimate is charging.
We move now or not at all.
The only ultimate coming up for UNO really is YX.
Constructing my teleporter.
Kingham might not be able to get his ultimate in time. No, Cobra dies to the ult.
Time. They might be able to maybe scoot it onto the point, but I don't know.
Mav is doing his best to stall, but that might not be enough.
Looks like they just don't have enough people here to stall.
Yep, and that will be 1-1 for UNO and Marywood.
Wait, was it Marywood? Oh. Did you type Warywood? I put in Warywood instead of Marywood. That's my bad.
Oh.
That's my bad a bit. I've been saying Warywood.
I did not even notice, to be honest.
It's like,
I just have MU for Marywood University.
oh, okay. Yeah, let's see.
Looks like they're doing New
Yeah,
Queen
it says
Street.
Warywood University.
Oh, that's
But
unfortunate.
yeah. I can correct that right now.
Yeah, it's Marywood University from Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. There you go. There we go. Now that's all fixed and patched up.
So I think for NECC, you have to do 1 King of the Hill, 1 Escort, and 1 Push map.
Okay.
So we will
Need
see.
to
This
write some notes down.
this is going to be a very interesting game. So far, UNO, I think, has played Esperanza 3 times and has lost all 3 times that they've played that push map. So hopefully, New Queen Street push map will yield a better outcome for them.
All right. You know, I've never asked what rank you are in.
I'm like plat/diamond.
Like,
Like barely above average, if I'm going to be honest.
I'll find my own
Like
path.
my
Same.
tank is like
Rocket
diamond
League
masters
anyway.
level, but then my support in DPS is like plat. I'm not very good at DPS. I love DPS, but I'm not very good at it.
I like Soldier myself. I've been trying to learn him pretty
Mhm.
well.
Soldier's pretty solid. I like playing him. It's like some days my aim is just amazing and on point, and then other days I play terribly. So
Yeah.
DPS is just kind of back and forth. I haven't really been playing much lately. Mostly just been trying to coach our team through some of their mistakes, things that they can do better. That's sort of been my primary focus. Dave comes out with two huge boots and possibly a third. but Maynut cleans up.
Looks like Yuno's being cleaned up here. Zara trying to survive here.
Yeah, Cobra gets out of that mess. Cobra and Kingham have a kill. Looks like they're sharing a kill for that Reaper.
We need to halt their movement.
I think UNO is going to be better at holding the point. Just with the sheer amount of damage that they can do. Interesting that Dave tries to dive through. Separates Mav. But Cobra is pushing up, keeping his team alive. Mav is separated from his team. He could very easily be caught out here.
Oh,
Good grab from Cobra. 2 people remaining from Marywood.
those were some good kills in the back.
Yep,
You
getting
know,
an
being
early
able to
push here
push
is
up
going to be good.
the wall.
Mav tries to push up, get some extra damage in. He has his ult now, and so does Kingham. With YX with the Curie ult here in a minute. But it looks like Maynut gets 2 with the help of his Kiriko.
Time to make up ground.
And they don't quite push it far enough. They're really going to have to make a good push here to get back this robot quickly. They cannot let Marywood push that for so far. Good kill from Kingham on Sweetlay. Cobra catches out the Genji. And now it's just that ball remaining. The ball does get out and
Maybe
goes
the
back
ball
to his
might
team.
try to do some harassment, but yeah, it looks like he scurries all the way back.
Yeah, that's really all he can do right now is just try to harass UNO and make some space for his team so that they can get in and dive their back line. Looks like Maynut switches from Genji to Tracer. But Dave catches him off guard with the minefield.
Picked off some of Yuno's support, and we're Yuno down to 2, down to 1. Cleaned up.
There's a lot of back and forth here from the teams.
Might have to adjust.
One team pushes it a little further,
Sure.
and then they die. And then the next team pushes it further. There's a lot of back and forth play here. Kingham switches to the
Matchup
Torbjorn.
definitely pretty even.
Mav forces out their immortality field, making room for
Oh my
Cobra
gosh.
to use his ultimate. Once Cobra knew that the Baptiste immortality field was gone, he was able to freely take control of that situation by using his grab. Mav gets a huge pick on the Kiriko. And Sweetlay go down. Looks like they
Oh,
might have
oh no.
had a Wi-Fi problem again.
Another Wi-Fi. Oh
Yeah.
man. And again, like you said, that's gonna clear all their ultimates. I mean, all their
Yeah, their
XP
ultimate
or points.
percentage. That's gonna go away, and that's very important. They were able to run it down and kind of not really use ultimates on that first point for the last match. But in push, it's really important to have good ult economy to kind of out ult the enemy team and get your robot further. So this is looking like a bad situation. Yep, everyone but Maynut, so it looks like it was their school's Wi-Fi again. Although who knows, maybe this short little break will have Marywood make a huge comeback.
Close. Yeah.
They staggered those 2 players on their team, which would have been huge for UNO, but it looks like they might have just disconnected.
Possible for those 2 kills that it's just like one moment they were functioning and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, they don't have control of their characters anymore and they kind of were just easy targets. Very possible.
I'm looking at my chat right now.
At least I got to finish my chili.
Yeah, I'm eating Oreos right now.
I've been wanting to finish the chili. Nice, nice. What kind of Oreos? The usual double stuffed? Or...
I love double stuffed. It's like the perfect cookie to cream ratio. I feel like with the regulars, you just kind of get dry mouth a lot.
Yeah, I would have to agree. We have double stuff where we're at, where I'm, so double stuff. So we are definitely stacked.
Yeah, I love getting
But yeah,
Gatorade and Oreos ever so often. I have a really rough week at school, and I just get that and chill for the weekend. It's great.
oh,
You know, since UNO's a dry campus,
that does sound pretty sweet.
I get to crack open a nice cold Gatorade instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, UNO
Well,
were
no.
really struggling on that defense for second and third point on Circuit Royale. But they did a lot better the first points on attack, but that third point was just really difficult to attack on, apparently.
Yeah.
I'd say these 2 teams are pretty evened out, considering
Oh yeah, for
just
sure. For
the
sure.
back and forth push between them. It's actually very entertaining to see. Although I think UNO might come out on top. I mean, just based on ult economy. Okay, Dave says they're ready.
ISP. Oh, okay.
Kingham almost has his ult. YX still has Kyrie ult, so let's see how this plays out.
No surprise. We hit the
Looks like Marywood trying to take out the support from the back.
And Mayna
Now
cleans
making a
up 2
frontal
kills.
assault.
3 kills. Maynard is going absolutely ham on UNO right now. Cobra desperately trying to kill that
Tank is
Tracer. They do have some ults to come back
Just
and
a
get this
full
robot
clear
quick.
out there.
Yeah, I think that might have been a 5 or 6k. Kingham comes in with 2 kills. I think that might be enough for UNO to stop that push and get it back to their side.
That was just enough, especially with that ultimate kind of blocking out Red, being able to push up the robot.
Yeah, UNO really needs to group up here and get that push going. his ult on point. Maynut gets YX. Maynut is doing a great job.
Operational. And no.
I think unfortunately, despite Kingham's valiant effort in getting 2 kills, they're still going to be able to get that close spawn.
King, looks like King trying to work from the back, being able to halt this aggression.
YX is going to have to use his ult here. Yep,
Temporarily.
there it goes. In response to that ult.
It just seems
Cobra
like
goes
all out
down.
chaos now. It's just
Yep. Cobra goes down and
Shield go
Marywood
down.
are going to be able to keep pushing this.
We're going the other way.
But their DPS are stalling. Huge stall and a good
Definitely,
pick.
yeah.
But they do still have close spawn. So despite the pick from Kingham, they're going to be able to spawn pretty much immediately. But Marywood backs off and is going to attempt to re-engage with the rest of their team.
Carried on the wind.
Huge kill by
trying to
Kingham.
poke, seeing, trying to take a couple more out. Looks like UNO is being successful pushing away. And looks like they took out a couple.
Draw strength from mates. A little more.
YX just trying to keep the team alive.
Enemy here.
On that thing.
Cobra keeps the soldier from tearing through UNO. It looks like they mitigate those 2 ultimates and continue to press their charge.
Got one here.
The good hack on the ball, and Dave goes down.
Dave just, yeah, Dave goes down. He's been doing a lot of good work on harassment, but it looks like UNO finally caught up to him.
With 30 seconds remaining, last fight territory, UNO is finally able to push it past that point that Marywood did.
That was pivotal to
YX gets
Marywood-
the kill
Mary-
on the Tracer, which
Marywood.
is huge. And Marywood falls. At this point, if you stop pushing it, there's absolutely no way Marywood can touch. And then it looks like UNO goes 2-0 and wins their 2nd game of the night. Congratulations, UNO. Good job, everybody.
I think Kingham Cake really did an excellent job working from the back.
One. 2 down.
Definitely deserving a play of the game there.
That was a stellar performance from both teams, in my opinion. At no point was I ever thinking that there was going to be one team specifically that was going to beat down on the other. UNO Gaming.
Yeah.
Let's go, UNO. What
For
a
sure, for
fun
sure.
match to watch. And Marywood Gaming still coming back after 2 disconnects at their school is still massively, massively impressive. The fact that they were able to come back after that disconnect on the 2nd map on Circuit Royale and win, that's huge for them. Definitely lots of great players on that team. They played very well. But UNO came out on top. I think UNO won both NECC games last week and has now won both NECC games this week. So GG's Marywood University. Good job, UNO. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this stream. I will probably be streaming just NECC games. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming NACE games that are on Tuesday nights. So make sure you're joining the NACE streams when that happens. But for the most part, I'll be streaming all of these games. My name is Damien or Nutella. You can see me in the UNO esports server. I'm the Overwatch ambassador. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about this. And again, thank you for showing up, and everybody have a great night.
Yep. Well said.